The year is 1967, Los Angeles, early evening in November. Deep in the industrial heart of downtown, there's a gym. Not the famous Gold's Gym, not a polished commercial fitness center. This is Ironhouse Gym, a raw, gritty temple of iron where serious lifters come to push their limits. The air inside is thick with chalk dust, the smell of sweat and metal, the sound of iron plates clanging, chains rattling, grunts echoing off concrete walls. This is a place where strength is worshipped, where size matters, where the biggest man commands respect. And on this particular evening, the biggest man in the room is impossible to miss. His name is Mike Patterson. The legend says he stands 6'4", 350 pounds of muscle, arms like tree trunks, chest like a barrel. He can bench press 420 pounds for reps. He has won regional bodybuilding competitions. His nickname among the regulars is the Mountain. When he walks, the floor seems to shake. When he trains, people stop to watch. He knows he's impressive, and he likes it that way. Mike is at the bench press station, surrounded by admirers. He's just finished a heavy set. His face is flushed. His tank top is soaked. He's laughing, loud and booming, slapping another lifter on the back hard enough to make the man stumble. He radiates confidence, arrogance, the kind of pride that comes from never being challenged, from believing that physical size equals dominance. And then the door opens. A small man enters, 5'7", maybe 140 pounds, lean, compact, moving with a fluid grace that seems out of place among the clunky iron and grinding effort. He wears simple black training pants and a gray t-shirt. His arms are defined but not massive. His presence is quiet, unassuming. He heads to the corner of the gym where there's open floor space. He begins to warm up, slow, controlled movements, stretches, shadow boxing. His speed is unusual. Sudden bursts of movement that seem to blur, stillness, then explosion, then stillness again. Someone recognizes him. A whisper spreads through the gym. That's Bruce Lee. More whispers. The martial arts guy, the actor, the one who trains the celebrities. Mike Patterson hears the name. He looks over. He sees this small man moving like water in a world of iron, and he laughs, loud, mocking. The legend says he said it just loud enough for everyone to hear. "That's Bruce Lee? That little guy? Man, look at him. I could snap him like a twig." Some people shift uncomfortably. Some laugh nervously. Bruce doesn't react. He continues his warm-up, focused, calm. But Mike isn't finished. He's playing to his audience now, feeding off their attention. "Hey, Bruce Lee," Mike calls out. "I heard you're supposed to be tough, but come on, man, you're what, a $140? I bench more than twice your body weight. You really think you could fight someone my size? You're too small, brother, way too small." The gym goes quiet. Everyone is watching now, waiting. Bruce stops. He turns slowly. He looks at Mike, not with anger, not with offense, just observing, calculating, and then he speaks. His voice is quiet, steady, but it cuts through the silence like a blade. Size is not strength. Weight is not power. If you believe it is, I can show you otherwise if you wish. Mike grins, big, confident. This is exactly the response he wanted. "Show me? What, you want to fight? Here?" He spreads his massive arms wide. "All right, little man, take your best shot. Let's see what you got." Bruce doesn't smile. He doesn't boast. He simply nods. "I will not hurt you, but I will demonstrate. If you attack me with full force, I will respond. Are you ready?" The legend says Mike was still grinning when he agreed. He thought this was entertainment, a show. He stepped away from the bench press. The crowd formed a loose circle. Someone turned down the radio. The gym, usually echoing with noise, went silent,
except for breathing and the hum of fluorescent lights. Mike rolled his shoulders, cracked his neck. He had at least 80 pounds and 7 inches on Bruce. He'd been in street fights, bar brawls. He'd never lost. This would be easy, fun even. Bruce stood in a relaxed stance, left foot forward, hands open, weight balanced. His face was calm. His eyes were locked on Mike, reading him, every breath, every shift, every telegraph.
Mike stepped forward, heavy, confident. He cocked his right arm back, a big looping haymaker punch thrown with all the power of 350 pounds behind it. The kind of punch that could break ribs, shatter a jaw, end a fight with one connection. The legend says you could hear the air split as his fist came forward, a whooshing sound, raw power, brutal, unstoppable. Except Bruce wasn't there anymore. He shifted, a minimal lateral step, barely 6 inches. Mike's fist sailed past his face, missing by a whisper. And in that exact moment, the moment Mike's weight was fully committed, his balance extended, his core exposed, Bruce struck. One finger, one knuckle, a spear hand thrust delivered with surgical precision directly into Mike's solar plexus, the cluster of nerves just below the sternum, the body's central switching station. The impact was a sharp snapping sound, not loud, but everyone heard it, like a stick breaking. Mike's eyes went wide, his mouth opened, his entire body locked up, and then he couldn't breathe. The diaphragm spasm hit instantly. His lungs seized, his brain screamed for oxygen. None came. He staggered, his massive legs buckled. He dropped to one knee, then both knees, his hands clutching his chest. His face went red, then purple. Panic flooded his eyes. He was gasping, choking. 8 seconds. That's how long it took from Bruce's strike to Mike on the floor, unable to breathe, utterly helpless. The gym was frozen. No one moved. No one spoke. The mountain, the man who benched over 400 pounds, who had never been defeated, was on his knees, gasping like a fish out of water, brought down by a man half his size with one finger. Bruce knelt beside him. He placed one hand on Mike's back, firm, steady. Breathe slowly through your nose. Don't panic. It will pass. Mike's eyes locked onto Bruce's, terrified, pleading. Bruce pressed gently on a point between Mike's shoulder blades, rubbed in a small circle. Within 20 seconds, Mike's breathing started to return, shallow at first, then deeper. He sucked in air like a drowning man, breaking the surface. His color slowly returned. He coughed, sputtered, and when he finally looked up at Bruce, the arrogance was gone, completely, replaced by shock, respect, and something else, shame. I don't, how did you, Mike couldn't finish the sentence. His voice was hoarse. Bruce helped him sit back against the bench press station. The solar plexus is one of many vital points. When struck correctly, it disrupts the body's ability to function. Size does not protect it. Muscle does not shield it. Only awareness and technique matter. Mike shook his head slowly. I'm sorry, man. I was an idiot. I thought because I'm big, because I'm strong, I couldn't be touched. You just put me down like I was nothing in 8 seconds. Bruce's expression softened. You are strong, very strong, but gym strength and functional strength are different. You can lift enormous weight in a controlled environment. That is impressive. But real strength, combat strength, is about speed, timing, precision, and awareness. It's about using your opponent's force against them. Your size made you confident, but it also made you slow, predictable. You telegraphed your punch from the moment you thought about throwing it. The legend says Mike asked Bruce to teach him that day, right there in the gym. Bruce agreed.
Over the following weeks, Mike came to Bruce's private training sessions. He learned footwork, sensitivity, economy of motion. He learned that real power doesn't come from how much you can lift, but how efficiently you can deliver force to the right target at the right time. He learned humility, and he changed. He stopped mocking, started listening, started respecting martial artists regardless of size. Years later, Mike would tell the story to anyone who'd listen. He'd laugh, genuinely, not mockingly, and say, "Bruce Lee taught me the most important lesson of my life. I thought I was strong. Turns out I was just big. There's a difference." Because here's the truth. Real strength is not measured in pounds lifted or inches of muscle. It's measured in control, in precision, in the ability to remain calm when others panic, in the wisdom to know that ego is the heaviest weight you'll ever carry. Bruce Lee understood this. He lived it, and on that November evening in 1967, he proved it in 8 seconds. So here's my question for you. What kind of strength are you building? The kind that looks impressive or the kind that actually works when it matters? Think about it. Drop your answer in the comments below. And if this story taught you something, hit that subscribe button, because the lessons never stop, and neither should you.